MCP, Model Context Protocol. And what it does is it standardized the way that AI is going to communicate with companies that are going to create MCP servers. It's almost like we're going from the era of most communications is done through RESTful APIs. Now, most communication on the internet is going to move to this new protocol called MCP. This new protocol basically allows for the companies to develop it rather than the users always have to change it. Now, let's say that I create an AI agent that talks to Google and then Google changes their API. That means now I need to go and update my code to make sure I support the new API. And then another month later, Google decides to change it again. I got to go update my code. But with this new architecture, what happens is that responsibility shifts to Google now. All I need to do is just, my LLM will just still interact with that interface as it normally does. This is going to be the future, right? It's going to be, a lot of companies are going to have to adopt this so that they can make it easier for AIs to interact with their company. What up, what up, what up, what up?
Yeah.
What's up, D Hustle?
What's going on, man?
How's everything going, player?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. My guy Raymond, don't call him Ray Ray.
Raymond, don't call me Ray Ray.
We at, you gonna say what's up, bro?
Hey, good morning.
He's
Nervous. He had his coffee this morning.
Episode number 59.
59.
We out here in these streets. I want to say welcome to the podcast, the Tech Hustle Podcast. I'm your host, Bobby D. We got my guy D Hustle and Raymond, don't call him Ray Ray. And we got a packed show for you all today. First of all, I want to say thank y'all so much for pulling up, as always. If you have anybody that you think this content will resonate with, tell them about us, share the links, like and subscribe. We're always trying to up our numbers. But we got a really cool show lined up for us today, fellas. Can y'all believe we have 59?
59. I can't wait for the big 6-0, baby.
I know, bro. We were right there.
Big 6-0. I'm going to have a good show for you guys. Talk a lot of shit about Raymond and shit like that. Don't worry about it.
He's over here locked and loaded. He's locked and loaded. But today's show, we're going to kick it off with another tech talk, talking about a new protocol that has been introduced for LLMs or AI. You know, I'm always talking about AI. It's going to be really, really, really techy. So if you're not into it as much as we are, it's okay. Listen through it, because I promise you're going to learn something new. Then we're going to have D Hustle come up with some tech current events and some products, right?
See.
Raymond's Nuggets. We got some utility sites informational sites this time around. A movie recommendation. We'll have sports with D Hustle. We got some sponsorship to make sure we bring up, and then we'll close it out. How's that sound, fellas?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a real good plan.
Oh, man. Let me tell you, our last episode that we had, I was looking at the numbers. People love what we're talking about, y'all. If y'all didn't know, they really like you, D Hustle.
Why?
You're amazing, bro. What are you talking about?
Stop it.
Raymond, don't call him Ray Ray. I mean, all I'm hearing is great things about it, right?
Okay.
They tell him you look at the camera, though.
Okay.
Wave to them, acknowledge them, right? Yeah, and they say they like your shirts, too.
Thank
so
you.
They like the shirts.
and then
Trying to get up on
Nope.
D.
what does it say?
MILF?
Wow. It looks like it's overlapping.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what it says.
So it says I was looking for MILF.
No, Dunder Mifflin, the paper company.
Oh, okay. Read between the lines. Raymond's always trying to pull something. And definitely, I've heard really great feedbacks about our tech talks and things that we're talking about.
Fantastic.
And some people actually want us to go a little bit more deeper into really deep tech. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about a new protocol that was introduced. And I'll talk to you all about the reasons why. But yeah, man, definitely big ups to all of y'all. Round of applause for the crew. And yeah, big shout outs to all the members of the Tech Hustle. We really do appreciate y'all holding it down. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So I asked Raymond this earlier, if he's ever heard of something called MCP. You ever heard of MCP, the acronym being used? What's that used for?
That is a Microsoft certification. You can get certified. You can be a Microsoft certified professional.
Wow.
And they give you a little fancy card. It looks like a credit card. It has a number on it. I have one. So yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of old school.
You don't have one on you right now?
I do not. No, that'd be super nerdy if I carried that on.
Well, I mean,
Raymond, you are super nerdy.
I didn't want you to carry it on a consistent basis.
That'd be next level nerd type stuff.
I mean, you're almost there, though.
And there's nothing wrong with your nerds, all right? Let's get that out the way.
No
He
offense.
didn't say that very well. I'm just saying I wanted to show people
his level of nerdiness.
the credentials to have.
Yeah, that's what that is, and I am a Microsoft certified professional.
Oh, good for
Yeah.
you. Congratulations.
Congratulations on that.
So this has nothing to do with Microsoft certifications. They're basically reusing the MCP acronym. And actually, I was doing research on Google to watch the trends and basically see how much people are using this new word or this new acronym, or not new, but reusing this acronym called MCP. But we'll talk about the use case for it, but it's not Microsoft Certified Professional. It's actually a model context protocol.
Okay.
And the thing that we've reached in terms of AI agents. Remember, agents are the topic for 2025. Is agents are now, or LLMs or AIs are now taking actionable type things. They have access to tools to go and do things. Before, we've mostly been chatting with it, right? We'll say, hey, can you tell me a great title for this, or tell me what to write inside this Instagram feed based on this picture, right? And then the LLM or the AI would generate some output. Hey, draft me a business plan, the first draft of my business plan. My business plan is about this, that, and this, and then it starts to do it, right? But there are going to be different things that we're going to ask the AI to do even more, like, hey, go and send an email to Raymond and let him know that I'll be late to our meeting this afternoon because I got something going on, and then also update my calendar. If you didn't hear, there are two things that I gave the AI actions to do, which is to go log into Gmail and draft an email, and then go log back into Gmail and send out an update to the calendar invite. Those are called tools, and those are the actions that AI are using and ultimately making them into agents, right? But the problem that we've run into, especially with so many companies having their own way of defining what those actions are, like Google has a way of doing it, Microsoft has a way of doing it, Yahoo Mail has a way of doing it, and you can plug this thing into anything from connecting to DoorDash's API or Instacart API and basically taking actions and doing with it. And I did mention a word there that I'm hoping that you all are more familiar with, is called API. Y'all have heard that before, right? It's an application programmable interface. And what it is it's the way that most computers on the internet communicate with each other, right? It's like, hey, if you go to this URL, this path, when I talk to you through a data structure called JSON, and I'm talking based on the API call, really using something called RESTful APIs. Now, that technology, RESTful APIs, has done wonders for us. When I worked at Twitter, most of all of our inputs or outputs that we were, interacting with our clients was through APIs. There are different type of protocols that you can enable through APIs to speed up the process. But the problem is that LLMs or AIs don't really communicate well with changing APIs. And the thing that is missing is a standard protocol that every company is going to start to adopt so that they can provide a way or an interface for AIs or instances of LLMs to communicate with each other. The way that I like to display this is I do have another diagram here, and let me see if I can find it. Oh, right here. Here goes a really good image. Is if you look at this image here, most of the times AI agents are communicating with APIs, and those APIs are the tools like Google, DoorDash, Instacart, whatever you feel like an actual service provider or application will provide is mostly an API.
Right.
And the new kid on the block is now this new protocol called MCP. Not Microsoft Certified Professional, but Model Context Protocol. And what it does is it standardizes the way that AI is going to communicate with companies that are going to create these MCP servers. It's almost like we're going from an era of most communications is done through RESTful APIs. Now, most communication on the internet is going to move to this new protocol called MCP.
Okay.
I think it's going to be beneficial for developers and people that are writing code that have had the challenges of maintaining code that changes as APIs become available. And the cool thing about this architecture, actually introduced by, I believe it's Anthropic that originally came up with this idea, which is one of the bigger AI labs out there. I believe it is Anthropic or Claude, I believe. But in general, this new protocol basically allows for the companies to develop it rather than the users always have to change it. So in the world right now, let's say that I created an AI agent that talks to Google, and then Google changes their API. That means now I need to go and update my code to make sure I support the new API. And then another month later, Google decides to change it again. I got to go update my code. But with this new architecture, what happens is that responsibility shifts to Google now. So Google has to maintain those changes, and all I need to do is just my LLM will just still interact with that interface as it normally does. So it is a game changer. I know it's a little techie that we're talking about, and we're talking about protocols, communication, but just think of it as a way for us to easily interact with companies via this new protocol rather than using the standard RESTful API protocol. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Any questions about that?
No?
Yeah, I got a question.
What
now, has the industry adopted this? This is set in stone? Are all the AI companies going to follow suit?
Well, I will say that I did this Google search to see how much people are actually starting to talk more about it. There is an increase in people looking up on the internet, and you may have seen it even in your feed if you follow along a lot of API AI stuff, is that more people are talking about this protocol. It's still very, very new. I'm not going to front. I even had to go read the source to actually really understand what's going on. And there's still people that are still developing, but this is going to be the future, right? It's going to be a lot of companies are going to have to adopt this so that they can make it easier for AIs to interact with their company.
Yeah, because you remember, like, I'm going to go real old school now. Back in the days, like with, remember DVDs and Blu-ray, like they were fighting which was going to be the standard and all that. I just hope that, this doesn't, one of those type of things. So
and it is actually Anthropic that actually came out with this protocol, and they've actually had it out for at least a good since November. So it's crazy. More people now are adopting it. But you are right. There are going to be better and newer technologies or changes that are going to come out. Obviously, you can see that DVDs. It went from DVDs to Blu-rays, like that shift, right? Or just regular CDs to DVDs, that shift, right? It's basically the same. What's up, D?
All this fucking money I fucking wasted and shit. Because you guys make I'm bringing back the old school here. You had DVDs, and then you had the options to choose from DVD to freaking Blu-ray. And now, none of that shit is available. Everything is just done. Now I got a closet full of DVDs with Blu-rays and stuff. And
I do too.
Yeah.
It's damn it.
Yeah, the good old days, right?
I would have known that. And then I used to think about, because remember they used to have, AKA they were supposed to bring out the small DVDs, like these little micro mini. That shit never came out. But
yeah,
that's crazy.
But that's the thing is that's what these protocols or new ways of doing come out, and then either they get adopted or they don't, right? The cool thing about this one is that it is programmatically a new protocol for you to communicate on. So there's not that much of investment other than, hey, I got to go create my own for my company of MCP server. But it's going to change. It's going to iterate. I mean, we've lived through it, right? DVDs. We went from cassette tapes. I mean, for me, I went from cassette tapes from records to cassette tapes to DVDs or CDs to DVDs, Blu-rays, and now everything is digital. So I don't even.
Floppy disk.
Oh, you even brought up an old one. Wow, that's an old one. Floppy disk, right? You remember when they used to say, hey, my dog ate my homework? Literally, your dog ate your floppy disk. It's a wrap. But yeah, so those that are interested in learning a little bit more about this protocol or learning a little bit more and this, deep understanding of AI, holla at us over here at the Tech Hustle. We have a very strong community here on school. Just go to www.thetechhustle.com, click join community. If you want to learn more, even in the comments below, just put in the word MCP. If you see us on IG, put in MCP. I'm watching it, and I will definitely follow up with you and get you involved in, developing this new skill set. Because if y'all didn't know, AI is our number one top subject because the world is changing, and I need our community to be leveled up and ready for it. So definitely thank y'all so much for the time. And if y'all do have any questions, the comments are there. I read each and every one of them, and definitely looking for y'all to level up. So MCP is a new protocol on these streets. All right,
Sounds
fellas. Good. About 15 minutes. I'm right at time. A little bit.
I wasn't looking, but okay. All
right, D. What we got going on in new tech current events and news, man? What's good?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. As far as tech news, I got a couple stuff. Let's start off with our beautiful Meta Ray-Ban glasses. Ooh. Just like the one I'm wearing right now. Look at him, but it's going to be a new one, which is going to be limited just to 3,600 pairs. A nice transparent black with gray mirror lens and a nice Coopany logo on the side. Nothing changed but the color.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. $549 for all you guys that wants it. Nothing changed. It's just a sleeker, sophisticated look.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be up to your taste, up to your liking. I don't know what sophisticated look, because for me, the one I have is a sophisticated look. It's transparent.
Yeah.
But I don't think those are going to be transparent. So to each his own.
Well, tell us about your experience so far with the Ray-Bans.
It's good, man. It's good. And it's kind of weird because I don't wear glasses, just like people who wear with prescription.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit weird for me. My wife wears glasses on a consistent basis, and every time I have it on, and then when I go to eat, I take them off. You're not supposed to take them off. I'm like, I'm trying to eat here. I don't need to eat with my glasses and shit gets fogged up. That's y'all guys' problem.
You don't need to deal with glasses wear problems.
I only use it when I need to use it, when I need to record, take pictures, whatever I need to do. That's what I do. I don't need to eat it and then have stuff going on my glasses.
Yeah.
But I understand for people who wear glasses, there's no love and hate.
Yeah.
I just can't have them on a consistent basis. Like if I have them on right now, I'll take them off for having it on for a long time. You see that little imprint on the side of my nose.
Yeah.
But I don't wear glasses like that, so it's getting used to. But other than that, phenomenal. Meta does their thing.
Yeah, the tech is good.
The tech is good. It tells me exactly a lot of information. I take pictures. Again, I do a minute video. You have an option between a minute, 1 minute, and then a 3 minute. If you do the 3 minute, it does drain your battery. So please just make a list. Carry your charger if you're trying to have it on a consistent basis that. But I can say through the whole entire day, I'm up to maybe like 60, 70%.
Yeah, so good battery life then.
Good battery life. But if I use it on a consistent, I'm on the 30% tile on the 8-hour day. But other than that, phenomenal thing.
So where do you see this technology going since you've been using it?
Progressing.
Yeah.
Again, it is not waterproof. So
don't jump in there. Or if it's raining.
If it's raining, it is not. So please do not have it. Again, this is things that they have to start improving. This is stuff. I mean, like I know you have glasses. They need to realize that, okay, you're going to wear these glasses. You want to take beautiful pictures, but water resistance at least.
Yeah.
Something, pay high quality on a product. She's telling me now I can't use it on the rain or whatever the case. So this comes to my other point. I know you guys, Meta. This is to Meta.
Listen up.
I know you guys have these for prescription for people who use it on an everyday basis. So you're telling me if it rains, you have to take off your glasses to people who are using the glasses,
or they have to switch it out.
That's a good point.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Well,
this is probably their second or third version.
Yeah, this is their second version.
Yeah. It'll get better.
It'll definitely get better.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking it yet.
But I like it. I mean, I like the fact that it's you when you were wearing, I didn't even really notice it, or even it didn't really make it man, what is he got on his face, right? Because when I had the Bose one, it used to have a really nice thick side to it, so everybody when they saw it was like, what the heck is that? This one just looks like it's a regular glasses,
right?
And then the technologies that's built into it, it's almost like somebody's whispering in your ear.
Yeah.
And nobody else can hear it. So
nobody else can hear it
definitely,
unless I make something. Cool. I play it pretty loud, and you can probably hear somebody saying, "What are they saying?" Well, I don't know. Can't say anything.
All right, Ray-Bans on these streets coming out. Transparent.
Transparent.
What up,
now?
buddy?
The next one we have Amazon.
Wow, out the gate.
This is exactly for my man over here. Raymond, don't call me Ray. Amazon is removing Echo privacy setting that keeps Alexa recording from the company.
What?
I saw that.
All right. So Amazon is basically removing the Echo device later on this month. I don't know if you guys know, Alexa currently uses an opt-in feature called Do Not Send Voice Recording. It stops audio requests from being sent to the company.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless whether you have the Do Not Save features on or off, Alexa will process it to the cloud regardless.
And send it out there.
Yeah,
that's
sorry. It is funny, but I mean, because they are listening.
They are listening. They're like, we got him.
Yeah, we got him. Knocking at your door and seeing what's going on, so.
Wow.
Just want to let you know, this is why I don't like Alexa in my house.
Yeah.
But I do have some Alexa devices. I'm waiting for Raymond to come scoop it up, but I guess
they're unplugged though.
They're unplugged. They're unplugged. But yeah, you gotta just be careful what you guys say, because it's gonna go up to AKA the cloud.
Yeah, I don't like
for
this.
all you guys.
It should be the opposite way. It should be you automatically are not included in it, and then you as the user, you go turn the switch on too, rather than what they're doing. Which, and out of all the companies, literally the way that I could see this happen is now, and this is like thinking not even that far ahead, is Raymond will be in his house and his daughter will say, "Hey Dad, the bathroom, we need more toilet paper." And Raymond like, "Oh, we need to buy no toilet paper." And then he forgets about it. And then a few hours later, ding ding, somebody pulls up to the house with an Amazon delivery of, the Costco size pack of toilet paper type stuff. Like, what do y'all feel about that? Because that's where it's coming to.
First of all, number one, my conversation inside my house is my conversation inside the house.
Facts.
It's not for Alexa. It's not for Echo. It's not for Google. It's not for anybody. So I feel good about it because I can sue you guys at the end of the day because that's invasion of privacy. It's the same way when you're in the bathroom in a public area, you're not able to record in the bathroom.
Facts, yeah.
So if you get something inside the bathroom, you're a liability automatically for me. But I don't know. Maybe Raymond likes something like that. What do you think, Raymond?
Yeah. Now, everybody knows I'm a huge fan of the Echo devices. I probably have more Echo devices in my house than anybody.
Than people.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know why, though. This is what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I have them all over. I got them in the backyard, all the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Living room, family room. Anyways, I can go on and on. But yeah, huge fan, but I'm not a fan of this. I was reading about this the other day, and I was like, oh, no, this is bad. I cannot believe they're doing this because, like you said, your conversations in your house is private. So there was an article a couple years ago where Amazon had recorded somebody talking about a murder, and it went to the cloud and stuff, and there was a whole big thing about, like, should they investigate this person and all that. So I don't like this. Obviously I have nothing to hide, but I do not like this at all. So
you don't have nothing to hide, Mr. Anonymous on the internet using a torrent.
Regardless, I don't want them recording my convos and putting it in the cloud. This is bad. So
that's crazy. But
I don't like it.
I think that's the world we in now. And I think at the end of the day, we are allowing it. Perfect example. It's funny how I have a conversation with you guys. Let's say I want to plan a trip to Puerto Rico. All of a sudden, I'm getting emails about trips about Puerto Rico.
Facts.
So are you listening to my conversation, or are you picking and choosing what you guys want to hear? So you can't say these big, humongous, crazy words like, bomb, kill threat, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because at the end of the day, you are a target for the government.
Yeah.
Right. So we are being monetized, if you can say, but why are we allowing this? Is there a setting that you're not able to?
Well, that's the thing is, this is the thing that makes this even more crazier, is that normally they're supposed to provide a setting, but this is saying now we're going to take that setting away. That's even worse. That's even I mean,
so you can hear the conversation.
They're going to hear everything. I mean, and this is the thing that I was actually talking to my wife about this, and I was kind of making a joke about it just to see where her mindset was. Because I have this, and I'm not going to drop the idea, but I have this idea around AIs always listening. And that's basically what they're going to have is these Alexis devices are going to be AI that's always listening. And it's going to be listening more attentively because now it knows how to listen, and now it has this AI LLM behind it. But the thing is that we already do that now.
Yeah,
our phone is always listening.
It's always listening.
You walk outside, your car even listens, right? Everything has a microphone and listens. It just depends on if it's connected to the internet. If it is, somebody's getting that data. If not, then that's the only way that you can manage the stuff locally. That's crazy.
I don't get it. Perfect example, like you just said. They're always listening and they always know. For example, I am today. And knew that I was going to work. And knew that it was going to take me approximately 45 to 48 minutes to get to work.
Yeah.
And then it's just telling me, well, you like to take this route. And it's like, I was like, first of all, in my head, I'm like, I didn't tell you where the fuck I was going.
How you know I'm going to work today?
How you know I'm going to work today? And how you know which route I'm going to take or not take? This is the thing that scares people, you know, of basically privacy. Let's go back to the original conversation on how you say how Alexa says you ran out of toilet paper and then Amazon come. Now, I get it. Let's say you bring an Amazon, but who accepted this Amazon? Because is this coming out of my account? Because I didn't pay for this toilet paper that's coming to my house. You know, so what are we doing here?
This guy, yeah. Especially it's on automatic pay, right?
Yeah, and it's on automatic pay.
That's funny.
I digress. Anyway, back to our original program, ladies and gentlemen. Back to stop listening and stuff like that. Here's another womp, womp, womp. I'm really getting fucking tired of Apple giving me another update.
Wow.
Okay? Just this past couple days ago, Apple just launched the 18.3.2 on all devices. iOS, iPad, Mac version. I don't understand. And you guys keep calling it security updates. What's fucked up from the last one from this one? Why you keep telling me it's the same shit on a consistent basis?
Yeah. This is
the
crazy.
shit. Listen, people, if you want to bring out a product now, this is the time to do it because as you can see, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
You're going to get updates on a consistent basis. Your product just has to sell.
And that's what it is they're just looking at the sales.
Yeah.
Yeah. We made the sales though.
Yeah, we made the sales. We made the quarter this month. We're doing phenomenal.
But we got 2 security updates that we need to get out like right now.
But it's I would understand every 3 months, every whatever. But it's been like in the last month or so,
Facts.
2 to 3.
Yeah,
it's been a lot.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
And this isn't like the beta. Like, I understand beta. Like if you sign up for the beta, there's always going to be new releases and stuff like this. But this is the standard one that's out there that they want everybody to be running on. And the other thing is whenever you look at versioning, you see this version number 18.3. The 0.3 definitely means more features and potentially security updates. But when it's 3 point something else, that something else is a security vulnerability. Like,
yes, definitely.
Anytime you see the third dot, that means that this is like, and this is the second one because they had one earlier, like the article you posted here said February. And look, we're not even at the end of March, and there's already another one that came out.
I'm waiting for 18.3.3. 18. Then next thing you know, 18.4 is coming out.
Yeah. And
next thing you know, we're on, 19. Wow. This is crazy. And I haven't even got to Google. That's another story. To Samsung and et cetera, but it is what it is. All right. So next subject is for all our beautiful people who are using computers. Microsoft has launched a new malware called the Rat. Discover it's a remote access Trojan for everybody who wants to use it.
Wow.
So this new, I'm pronouncing it, give me a moment. Stalachi Rat is a new Discover remote access Trojan, which is called AKA Rat. Basically, uses advanced technology to invade detection, maintain persistence, and steal sensitive data.
Wow.
Basically, what this does is compatible for data theft. I'm sorry. Wow.
It's all right, player. But one thing that I'm reading here is that it's focusing on cryptocurrencies wallets.
Yes.
That's crazy. So we have a new malware, and if you're not familiar with a malware or virus, is basically your computer's infected. Everybody knows what a virus is, right? Yeah. But the thing about this one is that, like Dee was saying, is that it's starting to evade detection and utilize RDP sessions to capture information. So you know what RDP is, right, Raymond?
Yes.
That's the remote desktop protocol or something like that. We were talking about another protocol earlier. But man, Microsoft is notoriously known for these type of things. But the thing that I'm most worried about is that this type of infection is targeting cryptocurrency because a lot of people is going to lose a lot of finances because of this. Man, this is crazy.
Yeah, so
that's a nasty.
It does a lot. It collects system information, tracks active windows and applications, and of course, like you guys says, monitors RDP sessions.
Wow.
It uses a watchdog thread to enhance its stay active and reinstalls itself if removed.
Wow. That is crazy.
Now that's some skills right there.
you know, and of course, attackers can execute commands, manipulate files, and act as a proxy for further malicious activity.
No, so how many of y'all still run Windows, Microsoft? You still run Windows, Raymond?
Yes.
Sucks.
Which Windows you run?
I have Windows 10.
10? Okay.
Windows 10? Isn't 10
You didn't
out?
like 11?
My computer cannot, I don't qualify for the upgrade.
Oh, okay.
I basically need a new computer.
You need a new computer?
I hate when they do that. It forces you to buy something new.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And they are already working on Windows 12. I think that comes out next year or this year.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If you download 11 and you don't like it, you can always go back to 10, right? Or are they stopping stuff like that when you, like Apple is?
I don't know if you can go backwards. Especially if a device requires a certain device level for you to get to 11, you might be able to do, but you got to do it yourself. You got to be a techie enough to understand how to uninstall the operating system, install a new one. But
correct.
I mean, but I know a lot of companies right now probably running Windows 10, Windows
XP
9,
still.
XP.
It's crazy.
You know, they're not even looking at Microsoft 365. You know, and stuff like that. So,
but that's why these malwares and these viruses, the one that you're reporting here, do so well, is because so many people are still on older versions of the operating system or running Windows XP, Windows 9, or whatever, and the corporate settings. That's why when these things start to go crazy, they just spread like wildfire. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's my thing is, so if you have a Windows, let's say a Windows 9, 10, or whatever the case may be, and perfect example, he said he has a 10, he can't upgrade to 11, but you get this malware. Are you able to download it on the Windows 10? And then, because since you're not able to upgrade, isn't it for newer, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah. They kind of lock you in that situation too. It's actually somewhat a benefit for Microsoft for there to be a malware that only affects a specific version, especially if it's older version, because it forces the hands. But companies like Microsoft are supposed to write code to fix the problem to prevent this from happening. I mean, that's why they also have something called end of life. You ever heard that? Like XP is end of life, or this version of the operating system end of life. It means like, hey, if there's a malware or something that comes out, we're not working on it. It's end of life. You have to upgrade to the newest version, which is Windows 12. So they have situations where they have to provide support, and then there's situations where they just say, hey, it's done. Yeah, it's your problem now.
I know some of these malwares, they say they're not compatible with 10 or 11 or whatever the case. It only works on. I know a company right now, as we speak, is using Microsoft 7.
Wow. That's crazy.
Which is completely crazy to me. Don't want to update it. They think it's doing a phenomenal for the company.
That's dangerous.
I don't even know if 7 is still available anymore.
I mean, they can't get new software and updates, and that's interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, sometimes with these companies, if you think about the financial...
Yeah, they can't afford it.
Yeah, right? If you have 1,000 employees and each of them have a computer, that's 1,000 computers that I got to go buy licensing for.
Yeah, but if you're a company and you're trying to stay up to speed or on pace or whatever, it's okay to save up for some type of, upgrades.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be right away, maybe in the next 2 years or 3. Perfect. When I was working at a company, I was on SAP, and the new version SAP HANA was out. They didn't want to get it.
Yeah.
So in order for you to get it, you will have to pay for the class. And then if you ever decide to go to a different company and they have HANA, at least you're up to date with it. So it's...
Yeah, those are the pros and cons in the tech industry, especially when you're working at for-profit, old school, Fortune 500 companies. They're not going to be on the bleeding edge new technology, right? They're going to be like, hey, we'll push that down 5 more years. But those are the same companies that are at risk for malwares like this, right? And then when it spreads like wildfire.
And some of these companies, I was working for another company, and people were scared. I was on AS400, and they did not want to upgrade.
Is crazy.
At all. They wanted to stay in AS400, but they got SAP, and I was like, oh, thank God. But I'm not going to lie, man, AS400 was easy peasy for me.
All you need to know is the commands, the right like the right menus to go through.
I was like, we got to switch.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, other than that, that's all I got, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, D, thank you so much for the tech news. And y'all be careful in these streets running older versions. And even though we talk ish about Apple releasing all these security updates, y'all better be upgrading, because that means there's a problem out there. So Next up, we got my guy Raymond. Don't call him Ray Ray. What you got for us on these information sites today, player? What you got?
All right. So this morning and this week's segments, I'm going to focus on saving money.
Saving money, my guy.
Yeah, this is all going to be about like financial literacy, and I'm trying to save some money this year, and I want to help our listeners too.
Oh, so you're not trying to, throw it, spend it, fly people out and stuff like that?
I'm not trying to do that. So the first one up here is, we've all heard of Dave Ramsey, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the most, the financial guru. He's been out for years. Some people like him, some people don't. He gives you very cookie cutter, great advice. Financial advice is great. This is another alternative to him. This gentleman called Clark. He's got a website called clark.com, just like David Ramsey. Excuse me. Wow.
Yeah, right, bro?
Yeah. So he does financial literacy. He has a podcast. What's great about him, too, is they don't take any payola. They don't take any information from companies and stuff like that. So website is great. His podcast is great. So it tells you about, hey, the different phone plans, how you can save money, how you can save on streaming services, because these streaming services are getting out of control.
Yes, they are.
We like adding them all up and stuff like that. It's just another different avenue to Dave Ramsey. So
yeah.
This gentleman Clark, he has got a website and he's got a podcast. So yeah.
Oh, you checked out his podcast and stuff like that?
Yeah, I did. So yeah,
got some good stuff here. I mean, and for our audience, financial literacy and learning about the ways to save money and position yourself is always foundational here. So thanks so much for that, Raymond. I think it's going to be a really good informational website, but also I think a utility site too. So
correct.
Most reliable car for your savings. This has a Porsche right there for you. That's crazy.
That's what it says. The most reliable car. Yeah.
For your money, and that's a Porsche for me.
Unless
I don't know my cars, that's
well,
that's a problem.
They just put that as a thumbnail.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a good thumbnail.
I agree.
To put on there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is cool. Like, you just clicked on the cars and stuff, and it's got the points and stuff for the most reliable cars.
Subaru.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can see Lexus and Toyota.
Would you agree with
that?
that?
And
Subaru?
Honda. I don't know much about Subarus.
Subarus are very good. They have a very nice point inspection going on / as far as safety. Very, very good safety. Very good. They remind me of, oh my God. Not Volvo. Well, Volvo's also good, but also back in the days of Saab.
Okay.
That
used to be a great good car / big safety car. Fortunately, they don't make them anymore, but yeah.
That's what's up. And at the top of the list, Haitians' favorite brands, Toyota and Honda. Let's give them a round of applause.
Acura, Mazda.
Yep.
So.
I mean, technically, isn't Acura and Honda the same company?
Same company.
And then Lexus and Toyota the same company?
Same company.
Yeah. Wow.
It's just more of their luxury.
Luxury.
Okay.
Yeah. So Honda, you have your regular Honda, and then you have your luxury, which is an Acura. Same thing with Toyota.
Oh, my gosh. And look at this. The two most, Honda Civic and Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what I just found out? The most famous car in the entire country is Toyota Camry.
Toyota Camry?
Yeah.
Oh, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, it is literally like the most popular car in the United States. I didn't know that. I just found that out a few months ago. So,
Yeah, for sure. Big shout outs to him. And definitely this is a great site to check out this information. Sorry for sidebar over here,
Your
Raymond.
thumbnail is not the best, but we need to reevaluate you guys networking here.
But tells you how to save, homeowners insurance, cars, your cell phone plans, streaming, So just trying to save some money. So
That's what's up.
All right.
What else you got on your list, player?
All right. The next one here is, before I drop it in here, I'm on a mission here.
All right. What's up?
There's a stranglehold on the industry. Now, I've been trying to figure out a way to get rid of cable for years. Now, it's almost impossible to get rid of cable because they have a stranglehold on you. I am a big sports fan. I love sports, and it's almost impossible for me to get rid of my cable because of, this industry, what they do to you.
Yeah.
So I dropped a gem in here for this website called antennaweb.com. If you're trying to save money, get rid of your cable, which is almost impossible. I mean, you can do it to an extent, but the problem with me is, let's just say I wanted to get rid of my cable. I could go full-blown antenna, but I wouldn't be able to watch some of the playoff games on college football because ESPN has those, and ESPN has some of the playoff games. So literally you could cut the cord and watch all of your channels over the air. But then again, you know, I would be left out because ESPN, you can't buy that as a standalone app.
Yeah.
You can only get it if you have cable. So ESPN has some NFL playoffs. They've got college football. So, but if you're a guy or a girl that doesn't care about sports and you're trying to cut your cable, check out this site. It's called antennaweb.com, and it will give you all of the free channels in your area. That literally all you need is an antenna. And if you don't care about sports, obviously, you know, you get all your local channels. You can watch the Super Bowl and stuff like that. But if you're not like a college football fan like me and a college basketball, you don't care about ESPN, cut the cord and check out this site and go get yourself an antenna to save you some money.
Right.
So, hold on.
What's up, D?
Hold on. An antenna?
Yeah.
An antenna, yes.
Who the fuck has antenna these days?
I'm raising my hand right here.
Yeah, Bobby D's raising his hand. Bobby D has an
What the fuck
antenna.
y'all doing with an antenna?
I mean,
Now,
That
I mean,
shit is... Listen, it's time to let go.
I agree with you, D Hustle, but, you
It's
know.
time to let go, bro.
well, don't think of it
Why are
as
we going
bunny ears.
backwards?
Don't think of it as looks like it's the bunny ears like we used to do back on the
Come
days.
on,
It's
man.
more advanced than that.
I mean,
think.
low
So,
key, and we're 80s babies, so we know the error.
I'm an
that
80s
we're
baby
coming
too.
from.
I don't have no fucking antenna. Sometimes you just have to take the L, guys.
But D Hustle, you are also a sports fan. You're a
I
big-
am.
So, I mean,
Yeah, the
there are-
antenna won't work for you, bro.
It would not work for you or
Yeah.
me. And if you don't care about sports like that, you can go this route. Like I had a colleague at my last job. He was full blown antenna.
Yeah.
He didn't care about sports like that. He watches the Super Bowl and all that, but he doesn't watch, you know, college football, college basketball, and it works great
I mean,
for
it
him.
does play it. You just
Yeah.
got to watch the local teams.
Okay,
You gotta
guys.
watch your local
Let me
teams.
get
Yeah.
down to some.
So-
to here.
Yeah, and it's HD too, bro. I mean, you talk about 4K. It's almost coming in at 4K.
Listen, the only way people will get antenna these days if you're living in an apartment or if your HOA basically helps you out with cable.
The regular cable. Gotcha.
Nobody in here has antenna.
Okay. That's not true. Bobby D has an antenna. And
What
I
does
know
that
personally-
mean?
I 100% have an antenna at
Yeah.
the house.
He's probably that 1%
No,
that has an
no,
antenna.
there's people that live.
So, what is the antenna for?
So the antenna itself. So don't think of
Elaborate a
it.
little bit for
Don't think of it
everybody.
as bunny ears. Okay, so it's not like I have bunny
Forget
ears on
about
top of
bunny
it.
ears.
All right.
You're limited
So-
to certain channels.
Yes, you are limited, and you know, a great example because you're the one that actually gave me this idea to get this TV, the Samsung TV. You know, Samsung has its own channels, right? And the cool thing about the Samsung channels is that if you add an antenna, you get more channels. So when I got the TV, I was like, oh shit, I can actually get the local channels too. So
Correct.
then that's what made me get the antenna. But the cool thing is when I plugged in an antenna, I was like, oh snap, I get some sports HD
That's cool.
on Sundays,
Yeah.
especially Dolphins are playing and also the Super Bowl. I was like,
All right.
listen, this might be the new joint for me.
This is where I had to come in and interject the situation. If the team that you're looking for is not on TV, it's because it's not a popular game.
Wow. Yes, it's not a popular game, but I still want to watch my local TV or my local team.
You have regular TV for that.
Regular over antenna TV, yes.
But if you really do this research, the same channels that you have on the antenna, you can get it on the basic cable.
You're
Just
not
say, I
lying,
don't want cable.
but I don't want to spend money on cable.
You have no other choice but to spend money on cable.
No, you
So,
don't.
So if you have a streaming service, let me help you guys out here. Let me educate everybody out here. I just got Hulu. All right. Hulu has live TV.
yes.
Guess what was playing last night? Knicks versus Heat. So you're able to have that. Now, if you guys want to watch a game that is not televised, unfortunately, antenna's not going to give you that option.
You're not lying. That's true.
There are other streaming services. Unfortunately, you have to pay for it. This is the world that we're living in now that we have to pay, even if you don't fucking want it. We have to pay if you want. Perfect example. YouTube has that sports that you can pay.
Oh, YouTube Live or no
YouTube
YouTube
Live,
TV?
YouTube TV, and
Yeah.
then they also have that sports into there. They charge you like 200 some
Yeah, the
channel-
NFL package.
NFL package there.
That's
That's
crazy.
when you can go ahead and look at everything. But you really have to be into some crazy sports to get into an antenna to watch that game. for free.
Well, remember, I didn't get the antenna for sports. I got the antenna for local channels. But
you have local channels on the regular streaming services. Unfortunately, you have to pay for it.
Yes.
There's nobody here, not you, not me. We all have, even if we don't want to pay for it, we have cable. We have the cheap.
Let me interject.
You gotta have the cheapest one.
Let me interject.
Go ahead.
So cable companies have an option that you can get internet only.
Right.
Without cable.
Affirmative. I have it.
So that's what I got. So I have internet only and no cable. So I don't get no cable channels from Comcast, Xfinity, none of that. And I still get local channels, but I only get local channels through the antenna. So I have internet. Yeah, I pay for Hulu and all those. Yes, I have to pay for those. But I'm not paying the extra package for me to get all. Let's say for Hulu, I have to pay an extra package for me to watch the Dolphins. Forget that. I'd rather just watch the Dolphins through the antenna.
Correct.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm only going to be able to watch the Dolphins local channels, and it's only sports for maybe an hour. And other than that, it's going to be playing reruns and local news type stuff.
Correct. So let me give you guys a news flash now. Local channels in your antenna does have ABC, does have Fox, does have that. Guess what they have that on? Regular basic cable.
Yes.
Let me also give you another news flash about local channels. If you really look at local channels, those are commercials that they play on your regular network, on your basic network. So you're telling me that when you see Fox News and you see a commercial that says, hey, call your law firm services here, and then you see the 561, that is a local commercial.
Yeah.
So there's no need for you. Now, we having an apocalypse and the fucking world's going crazy and TV is down. That's where I'll see where I use the antenna.
Well, the cool thing is that I'm going to still get TV.
Yeah, what is your rebuttal, D, for someone who can't afford basic cable?
Who the fuck can afford basic cable?
Bro, people can't even buy eggs today, man.
At the end of the day, if
you're
broke,
eggs, bro.
if you're broke or can't afford, you're definitely fine. I know a lot of people who can afford cable and they're stealing cable.
Well, they're stealing it because nobody wants to pay for cable. The cable is a dying
model. I haven't met one
model.
person now these days that does not have any
some type of service
on it. You choose not to have it. That's your prerogative.
Because what if you can't afford it though?
I haven't met one until I meet that one person. Then this thing.
My mom does not have cable or the internet.
So how she's watching TV? It's not a cable. I guarantee you right now.
She has a Fire TV stick.
Then how's she getting internet then?
It's my internet.
What do you mean your internet?
It's
This is where it comes down to. Listen to this very carefully. Hold on, let me put him up real quick.
Okay. She does not have cable and she does not have the internet. And I have a neighbor across the street that's 75 years old. He does not have the cable. He just watches his local channels. So you have people that don't want to pay for cable.
You still didn't tell me how she got the Fire Stick to work.
The Fire TV still works. It's on the internet. It's a hotspot.
So you pay for a hotspot.
Yes.
So a hotspot is almost like a Wi-Fi phone.
Yes. So she does not have cable and she doesn't have the internet. So she can't, watch any of this stuff because she doesn't have cable.
Yeah.
So there are people who don't have cable and they just watch regular TV. So this is what this is for. I've worked with people that just have an antenna. They just watch the regular local channels. I mean, they have their streaming channels for Netflix and all that. There's people who can't afford it. Bro, I'm trying to get rid of my cable.
Yeah.
The only reason why I have cable is to watch sports. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, you're not going to be able to get rid of it unless you do what D Hustle says and you go.
If you don't care about sports, you can cut your cable.
I mean, you can get sports through streaming services.
See, you keep saying sports. What if I don't care about sports?
There's basic cable.
I mean,
you don't need basic cable to watch. You can use your antenna.
You can still watch some of the sports through basic cable.
Yes.
So you can still catch TNT.
All right, let's just stop. Let's just say I don't want cable, period. You can get an antenna and get your local channels and you can watch your Dolphins on your wherever you live. You can watch your local teams. You know that, right?
Yeah.
If you just care about your local teams, then this works for you. You can get an antenna.
So this is where I'm going to have to put you in this position. You don't want cable, but I bet you're paying for internet.
Well, I'm paying for internet, yes.
Okay, so let's say you don't want cable. You want to get rid of cable.
Yeah.
Eventually,
I can get an antenna.
Okay. But you will get internet And at the end of the day, when you get internet, you're able to stream to whatever that you want.
Well, like streaming services?
Streaming services, correct.
Yeah, you have to buy those streaming service packages. You have to pay for them.
Correct.
So you're saying that if there's no way that you can get away without paying, is what you're
Correct.
saying? Okay,
No, there is.
I got it.
If you don't care about
But
cable,
hold on. There is no way to get away without paying. You can get as low as just an antenna. But just an antenna, you are still going to have a gap that you have to, if you want to get that access, you're still going to have to pay something, right?
Correct.
So that something that you're paying, you're either going to pay for the lowest internet or you're going to pay for the lowest cable offer that they have or TV offer that they have. But you're still going to have to pay for you to be able to get that. Or you're going to have to bootleg off of somebody in your neighborhood type stuff. Right?
we don't condone that, but yes. But you don't have cable, Bobby.
But I still have to pay. In
You
some
have to
form or
pay for the
fashion.
internet.
Yeah, I still have to pay something.
Right.
Yeah.
I know of course, you can't live without the internet.
Yeah.
That's impossible not to have the internet for what we do. But I'm just saying, there are people who don't care about sports, who live in the boonies. They just have an antenna.
Yeah.
That's it.
In the boonies, they out there fishing. Let's be fucking realistic.
There's
out
people
there.
that live in the city that don't have cable. They have an antenna.
Yeah.
Well, I bet you they're going downstairs watching TV, somebody else's shit.
But however they're doing it, I'm just saying there's people that don't want to pay.
All I know is that the service providing companies like Xfinity, AT&T, Bell South, all those old ones, whatever.
Shout out to that. They still have those songs? Holy
I just threw out
shit.
an old name. It's a monopoly. Like
Yeah, it
you're
is.
going to have to go with them in some
Only thing
way.
that's keeping the cable companies in business is ESPN and those select channels that you can't buy the app for. You can't just get ESPN.
Yeah.
Like to watch sports, you have to have it. You have to get it through cable.
Yeah.
So the day that they do that, your
Yeah.
internet's going to go up.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Internet
charge-
price is going to go up?
Yes.
Yeah.
The day that ESPN, you can get it standalone. Watch, they're going to jack up the internet. They're going to jack it up.
So I think we're almost there.
Yeah.
I really do, because when D was talking about Hulu, I can get a whole sport package. You can literally almost get that today. I think the thing that is holding back is any type of licensing deals that they have with the providers, that they can only stream it through cable versus
Right.
streaming it
Like
through their
ESPN.
services. Yeah. So I think we're almost there.
Yeah,
we're
but-
almost at the point where internet access, we won't even hear about cable no more. Like cable,
Right.
the word cable and internet are almost interchanged together nowadays.
Correct.
So it's only going to get worse. It's at that point where if you don't have internet, then you don't have anything. Like that's
Correct.
going to be the next thing. Forget cable, forget the bunny ears. The internet itself is the new utility. If you don't have internet access, you can't get anything.
Correct.
That's crazy.
But yes, back to our original situation here. So people who don't have any cable, this is what you guys use for
Local channels.
local channels. Right,
Yeah.
right.
And you might catch some sports,
You might
Yeah.
catch them. Yes,
but it's still not good enough for Raymond.
still not good enough.
Well, it's because I'm a sports fan.
Yeah.
I can't get ESPN unless I have cable.
I get it.
That's the only reason why I have cable.
Yeah.
I don't watch nothing on cable.
Yeah.
I watch YouTube all day. The only thing I use my cable for is ESPN. That's it. I don't watch ABC. I don't watch USA Today. If the day that they figure out how I can get ESPN standalone, I will cut my cable.
You'll cut
That's
it off.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, but I hear you. I hear you. What you're saying.
But don't they have this thing, like, even if you sign up with the ESPN app, you still got to log in through your service provider?
Correct.
Yes.
That's why they have a deal with the provider, because you
bastards.
have to get cable. Now you understand.
Yeah.
See that? If if you don't care about sports, cut your cable right now. There's people doing it. So yeah.
I mean, it's TV nowadays is like what Kendrick said: turn the TV off, turn the TV off, right? It's like, but anyways, we belabored this point here.
Yes,
but I
beat
do
the
have an
dead
antenna
horse.
at the house.
Yes.
It's not no big old bunny ears. I actually want to get a bigger one so I can get further, but it definitely serves its purposes. And big shout outs to Samsung TV for giving me extra channels. But yeah, I also do Sling. Y'all heard of Sling?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like
See,
a cable provider.
they got you hooked, because let's just say you cut your cable, you're adding all these streaming services, and it just kind of gets the price of cable or more.
Yeah.
And it's it's unfair what they're doing. Now they're putting the sports on the standalone streaming apps. So now it's forcing you to get the streaming apps just to watch the sports.
I mean, it's the monopoly. I mean,
I know.
Think about Netflix. The other thing, my funny thing, big shout out to Sunshiner in Orlando. She sent me a text message. She was like, hey, there's something wrong with my Netflix. And I was like, well, send me a screenshot. Netflix is literally saying, hey, you're no longer in the house anymore. You're going to have to pay your own Netflix.
That's what it did.
And I was like, what? I was like, well, you're going to have to start paying $15.99 a month for yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're cracking down on it.
Apple.
That's interesting.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, Raymond, thank you so much for that informational site.
Yes,
Definitely, if you are looking for what channels you want to look for, antennaweb.com, antennaweb, or antennaweb.org. Sorry about that.
Yep.
And just put in your zip code, and then it'll let you know what channels that you can get.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, player. We're getting close to time. So what's up with the movie?
Yeah, I got the
recommendation?
final one here. So it's actually I didn't want to give you guys too much information. It's not a movie recommendation. It's news that D Hustle is going to be very, very disappointed at. I just found this out yesterday.
Already.
Yeah, I'm getting him riled up. He's going to be very disappointed about this. This is one of the greatest movie it's one of my favorite movie franchises. And I remember I was excited. I told D Hustle a couple months ago that they're making another one. Just found out yesterday that it has been canceled. They are not making part 11 to Saw. So I'm crushed. I know D Hustle's very crushed. So yeah, a couple months ago I was telling him that Saw 11 is coming out later this year. I just found out yesterday. And for our listeners who are crushed just like me, I don't know what happened. It's like we're in March. We're sold there. It was going to come out this year, but for whatever reason, they have canceled Saw 11. If you are a big Saw fan like myself, and D Hustle is probably crushed here. So yeah, sucks.
Congratulations to that networking people there. Please call me. We need to figure out what happened. We need to know why you guys canceling Saw. It just hurts me so much to know that we're having no other Saw around here. Maybe we should, guys want to speak to other people like Fast and Furious 15 that's coming out. And another
and
Jurassic Park.
To spread this news.
Planets of the Apes also and shit like that,
So yeah, it was due to come out. I don't know what happened, but
after 2 fucking decades, look at it right there. After 2 decades, that's fucking crazy.
One of the greatest movie franchises, in my opinion. So yeah,
grossed over $1 billion worldwide.
Awesome. It's great. That music. It's so good.
The only one that I can see myself being very depressed about not coming back out, I don't know about you guys, but this has been more than 2 decades. It's going to be 007 James Bond.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're not coming out with another one?
No,
I mean,
they're gonna
he said
come out.
He could get another.
That's
one.
the only one that I think will be, because those are the ones that bring out one after another, and it's phenomenal.
So you're okay with those? Okay,
I'm okay with those being out. Another one that I'm really looking into it looks like it's gonna start being the same process. It's Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible, yeah. I could watch those.
Yeah, I think this is the last one though.
But
Mission Impossible,
Saw with the same fucking guys, same freaking thing. Listen, man, I'm alright. Listen, I'm alright to miss one. I guarantee you, this is not the end of it. I think they're gonna bring something.
It's gonna be a rebirth. Watch.
No, because if you really look at it, it's the same shit as everything else. Superman, Batman. It's not George Clooney anymore. It's not Christian Bale anymore. It's not fucking Ben Affleck. It's always going to be somebody else, a new director, a new whatever the case may be. It's just, I see it.
I mean, the Saul Twitter handle or X handle said it's totally dead.
Shout out to that guy. Thank goodness for that.
It's 100% over.
Oh my god!
Almost a year now. It says 100% over.
Guys, we're so close.
You need to write a letter to these people and figure out.
I'm definitely going to email.
How is this guy still alive? Didn't he have didn't he have cancer the very first one?
Yeah,
the first one, right?
Yeah, he always. I don't know why, but he always finds some help with somebody.
If you guys watch the series, you would know why he's still, kicking in there.
Yeah,
so
if you watch the series,
well, I'm not gonna watch it. If you want more than watch it,
I'm not gonna spoil it for our listeners. So
okay.
But,
well, thank you for that information, Raymond. As always,
that's one of the best fucking shit you said so far.
That's why he knew D was gonna be happy.
So he's supposed to be crushed. So I don't know.
I'm crushed. I am hurt. I am after Saw 6. I was done.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then it just kept going. Oh man. Well, Raymond, thank you so much for the insights.
Of course.
Great conversation. Definitely check out Antenna website. The other one is financial literacy.
Yep, Clark.com.
Clark.com. And then peace to Saul.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I ain't going to miss it.
You guys should watch the rest of them. They're all good.
I might if I have no time.
Now he's going to add it to his list.
Add it to my list.
Just so he can come in here and talk some smack.
That's funny.
All right, D, let's go ahead and close
guys.
us out with some sports, player.
All right, guys. So just give you guys some sports highlights here, ladies and gentlemen. I know we're running a little bit late on time, so I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible, so please bear with me. Ready?
Let's go.
NHL is out right now. Beautiful thing going on here. 68-41. Florida Panthers taking that number one lead. Nice. They did have a 2-game losing streak. They're still hanging by them. They're 1 game behind from Tampa. Of course, my Rangers are all the way down on the bottom, but it is what it is. And the Flyers, I'm not too sure what's going on with them. All taking on last place. It is what it is. All right. Oh, what just happened here? Sorry. This thing went down. Soccer is on. Your favorite soccer team. If you're looking at soccer or got a favorite team, please let me know. Soccer is on. Hopefully everybody's team is doing phenomenal. I'm not a big soccer fan like I should be, but I do follow a couple players, so good luck to those guys.
Messi's the only one I follow.
Ronaldo, Mbappe. Well, I forgot his name, but it is what it is. Beautiful thing. NCAA bracket basketball. Men's college basketball doing phenomenal things right now. Your bracket is up, as you can see. If you guys have not seen your bracket, if your favorite team is on there, please check it out. Shout out to my man St. John's. St. John's did phenomenal.
That's in New York, isn't it?
Yeah, St. John's, New York. They're doing phenomenal over there. Albany is doing their thing here. Duke handling business, so on and so on. Florida Gators, shout out to them. Are doing their thing over there. Number one over there, got a big game against Norfolk Street, which is, I think, is in Virginia, Houston, and UCLA, Tennessee, and it is what it is. Ladies basketball brackets is out right now as we speak. Phenomenal. UCLA are doing their thing. Alabama, South Carolina, and USC doing their phenomenal basketball thing going on in that college. Shout out to them. Hopefully, if you have not done your brackets yet for the final 16, that's going to come up. Please go ahead and do it.
Let's get it going.
Boxing. My man, Kenshiro is the number one flyweight as the number one boxer, handling beautiful things there. A couple fights coming up in March this month. If you like them, hopefully you like. I'm not worrying about none of those. I am worrying about March 2nd, where I can see the big three handling business, as the big three are going to be on the Palladium Times Squares. Where it's going to be Ryan Garcia coming back from his beautiful 1-year suspension against Hanley. He's going to go against Ronaldo Rolly Romero, and Devin Hanley is going against Jose Ramirez. Can't wait for that one. And Lopez against Barbosa Jr. All three are scheduled to be in May 2nd. Can't wait for that bout.
May 2nd.
Okay. So if you guys are interested in boxing is where it's at right now. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, or who's your lucky guy, please let me know.
It's in Times Square this year, huh?
Times Square. Yes, sir.
That's cool.
All right. Wrestling. If you guys are not into wrestling, this is your place where you need to understand wrestling. In case you guys not heard, John Cena went rogue. He said, forget it. It is his last year before he goes there and retire. Didn't think he was going to be calmed down, but maybe this is how we get the fans to start watching a little bit more wrestling. If you guys are not aware, John Cena, with a little help with Mr. Travis Scott and The Rock, to go ahead and fight in that WW41 WrestleMania.
Wow.
Big, humongous fight. If you guys not aware of, I think it's going to be three gentlemen, a dream match, what they want to know, which is going to be John Cena, oh my God, what's his name? The Rock and Travis Scott versus, what's his name again? Cody Rhodes, Steve Austin's, and Bad Bunny is what everybody wants to see.
Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny, yes. Wow. He is in wrestling. Wow. In case you guys didn't know, he's a big wrestling guy. Him and Travis Scott are both wrestling freaks.
Wow.
Shout out to them. So that's the bout that everybody wants to see. Maybe you'll see a 3-on-3 for that. I'm psyched. I want to see. I haven't seen wrestling in years, and I'm excited to see Stone Cold Steve Austin back in action.
Ooh,
all right,
that's cool.
Prayers and love and condolence. If you guys don't know who my man Sid Justice is, Sid Justice, a great wrestler for back in the days, has died. So not shout out, but my condolences to him and his family. Hopefully he is SID Justice.
Oh no!
There he goes right there. Great guy.
Oh man, I remember this guy.
Yeah, handling business over there. Fortunately, he's died. So
yeah, it's condolences.
Condolences to him and to his family. Baseball. Preseason is over. Training is over.
Now it's time for the real stuff.
Real deal Holyfield starts today. There was a game yesterday, but nobody really cared about that game.
This guy.
But yes, real deal season starts today. Shout outs to them, team, the Dodgers, and I think it was the Cubs that played. Dodgers took care of business. It is what it is over there. So if you like baseball, opening season is today. All right. Give me a moment here. NFL, a lot of stuff. Seems like Mr. Sanders is looking to play with the Giants. Ooh. Shout out to that. Oh. But knowing my Giants, they always fuck shit up. So let me give you guys that womp, womp, womp again.
At least give him a chance, bro.
Okay, I'll give him another chance. There it goes right there. Shout out to the Giants there. Losing players, and looks like the how do you call it again? As we lose players, the Eagles tend to pick up the pass rush. So it is what it is. D-Hop went to go play for the Ravens. Shout out to them. I can't wait to see Lamar Odom, Mark Henry. Not Mark Henry. Wow, I'm thinking about wrestling right now. Mark Henry. Remember Mark Henry? Big heavy set guy.
Strongest man.
Yeah. D-Hop, Henry, and Lamar Jackson. And don't forget Likely over there handling their business. Also, Zay Flowers. Also, is it Flowers?
Yeah. They got a good team.
Zay Flowers. Can't wait to see what's going on over there. Maybe we're getting closer to a chip for Boston over there. For Baltimore. So hopefully everything goes well. Big payday for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Getting that check. I don't know if you guys know exactly what's going on for them. Jamar Chase got that $4 million year, $161 million guarantee.
Wow.
T. Higgins got a 4-year worth $115 million. So that's what's going on over there.
Congratulations.
A lot of trades going on. Minnesota sends a 2026 6th-round pick and a 106 year for San Francisco. So they pick up Jordan Mason as for another running back going on over there. Kirk Cousins are over there at the Falcons trying to figure out if he can get that $10 million guarantee bonus to see what's going on. Cooper Kupp signs a nice little deal to the Seahawks. So in case you guys not too familiar what's going on over there, they're handling their business. There are probably more here, but again, I'm just doing a flyby here real quick so you guys can know exactly what's going on. Yeah. And I don't know why they're showing Daniel Jones here. So let me give the Daniel Jones some love because it is what it is. Anyway.
He got paid.
Yeah, he's got paid. Fortunately, Giants was not going to give him that. Actually, he got paid with the Giants. AKA took a little, supposedly a cut. But anyway, that is another story. Last but not least, basketball. Unfortunately, love and prayers go to Pop. That is the end of his fight. He is not going to be, again, I don't know if I said this before, but it looks like it is confirmed that he is not going to be coaching this year. Yeah. And it's very, very likely he'll do it next year, talking about his family, saying that he might not return. Russell Westbrook handled business yesterday against Golden State. So in case you guys not know, no Jokic, no Murray, and no Braun. Seems like just Aaron Gordon and Westbrook handling business against there. Unfortunately, I didn't see Draymond Green give the 9-night thing like he did to my Knicks. So shout out to the AKA Denver for handling business. Other than that, 76ers, bye-bye, Mr. Paul George. end of his career. I don't know if he's going to do his surgery or not, but he's been on the bench for quite some time.
Think he's done? Retired?
Him and Embiid, they just a match for worth in heaven going on there.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. You guys need to pick up Ben Simmons. You guys can have a whole fucking family trio trying to figure out shit going on there. But other than that, number 1, Cavaliers handling business, Boston. Number 2, right there. Number 3, Knicks, Milwaukee. 4, Indiana. There, Miami. Screwed up from 11 to number 9. Have no idea what the fuck is going on over there.
Patience.
It is what it is. But the Knicks did beat the Miami Heat last night. In case you guys not see that game,
I did see that.
Yeah. Oh, you watched that, did you?
Yeah.
I feel real good about it right there. Other than that, going down to Western Conference, Oklahoma City, unstoppable. Not sure what's going on in that organization, but they are freaking balling.
Yeah.
Not too sure what's going on, who they're speaking to, but keep up the fucking good work over there. Houston Rockets, let me give a shout out to them. I have no idea what's going on in that organization. I don't know how they make it a second place.
Yeah.
But that's something questionable, something we got to talk about with the Lakers. Maybe they're speaking to the same people. Denver Nuggets are number 3, and seems the Lakers dropped down all the way to number 5 over here in the Western Conference. Seems like one player does make a difference here, doesn't it?
Yes.
Interesting.
Just make the playoffs.
So once they leave, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just make the playoff. Just make the cut line. That's it.
Yeah. Golden State jump into number 6. They went from number 12 all the way to number 6.
Really
they are 14. Well, I lied. Now they are 14-2 after Jimmy Butler went over there. So shout out to Butler and team over there. And of course, my man, what's his name again? Steph Curry for doing 4,000 3 points. I don't know if you guys seen that or not.
That's crazy.
Handling the business.
Big round of applause for that.
Big round of applause.
3 points.
They made a comparison between, I don't know why they made a comparison against my Knicks, but it's ridiculous. You guys can't figure out what to fucking do but to bash my Knicks. But listen, you guys need to come to me. I definitely want all type of smoke. So
I said, bring it my way. Don't send it to the Knicks. Send it to me. Go through me
Allen
first.
Houston, John Starks, Carmelo Anthony, and I think Bronson. You guys combine all of that. It was 3,900 and some change compared to Steph Curry, just 4,000
individually. Okay. That's
why the fuck you want to go ahead and do that against my Knicks? You guys nothing better fucking to do. Let's talk about real people. Other than that, that's all my man does is shoot threes. Let's be realistic here. If you can drive him more into the lane, that would be great. You know, like old school. But this is a new generation. You know what it is. As you can see, right, LeBron? He knows right there. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for Freaking Sports. And that's how it comes down to my man, a.k.a. Bobby D.
Thank you so much, D Hustle, wrapping us up on sports. Definitely, if y'all have any smoke, D said he's ready for it.
Take all smokes, please.
Because anybody talking about the Knicks, he's definitely first one in line.
Yes. And I mean, I do got Orlando Magic going on right now.
Yeah, I see that.
Because of my attire and my shoes, because I'm wearing the Shaqs.
Yeah. He's rocking the Shaqs.
Yes.
Take off one of the shoes so you can show it in the camera real quick, player. Because I seen it when he walked into the office today, and he was showing some throwbacks. Throw that side, that Reebok sign. There you go.
Reebok sign.
That's some good stuff right there.
Nothing crazy, nothing outrageous.
And that's the one that has the pump in the front?
Yes.
My guy.
Right
yeah.
There it goes right there.
Didn't we tell you we got somebody that be holding it down on the show? He's modest. He said he's modest. Right. Well, D Hustle, as always, thank you so much for sports. Thank you so much for the tech news. Raymond, don't call him Ray. Thank you so much for the nuggets, as always. And I hope y'all enjoy the tech talk about AI. Remember, we go from one spectrum to the other, and we're doing this for the community. So definitely hoping y'all enjoying it. The last thing that I want to do in terms of segment wise is to give a big shout out to our sponsors. Big round of applause for Marvelous Creations, always holding us down here. She's servicing Palm Beach all the way to Miami-Dade. Any treats, any cakes, party favors, any type of events from weddings to birthdays, she got you. Definitely watch the little commercial that we have right here. So big shout outs to Marvelous Creations. The next big shout out that I want to prepare you all for is the launching of our new academy called the Tech Hustle Academy. Give them a big round of applause. We are actively developing a an academy that's going to be focused on AI development, teaching software engineering, infrastructure, career development, and also, hey, if you come up with a cool product, we might even teach you how to pitch your idea. But we have more information coming out. If you are interested in the Tech Hustle Academy, inside the description, there's a link for you to sign up for interest form, waiting list. We'll have more information, and y'all hear me talk more about it on the show here. So big shout outs to Marvelous Creations and everything that we're working on here at the Tech Hustle, at the Tech Hustle Academy. So how you guys enjoy the show here?
You're good.
Yeah.
We love you.
So some good conversations. Definitely around antennas. If you need one, you need to get one. But remember, they ain't got no sports stuff on
and
there.
if you guys can't afford, don't worry. Raymond will give you his hotspot. He'll make everything work out.
Yeah, for sure, right? The hotspot works. But we had some really cool concepts, more some stuff that we chat up with. I wanted to give a big shout out to all of our YouTube subscribers. Big round of applause for you all. We're approaching 8,000. I can't wait until we get a chance to celebrate 10,000. We're working our way towards it, and it's because of you all. With that said, if you're not a subscriber, click the button below to subscribe so you can get notified when we release content. We are on a run for 2025. We got a next stop on our tech tour. So we was in Miami a few weeks ago. We got San Francisco coming up later this summer, coming up soon. And more or less preparing you all for us to pull up to your city. If there's an event, a conference, a location that you know that people would enjoy our voice, and or if you think that we can definitely provide some value to the event, hit us up. We're always looking to add stops to our tour. But yeah, San Francisco's up next soon. The last thing I want to give a shout out is to our community on School. We got close to 300 members, and big round of applause for everybody that's holding it down. We are not transitioning to other platforms, but we're utilizing multiple platforms from School to Discord. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's following along and definitely support us. And actually bring the music down real quick, because I want to give a special shout out to one of our first subscribers that is donating on a monthly basis to our podcast. Big shout out to my guy, Jimson Pata. Big shout outs to you, my brother. That's my cousin, though, so I'm going to stand on it. What's up, Juice? Jimson Pata is officially one of our first sponsors of our shows here, that's making contributions on a monthly basis. If you're looking for the link, look in the description. You'll see Mark make a donation. And yeah, come and ride along and follow along us. Son, thank you so much for your continued support. If y'all didn't know, he has his own barbecue seasoning sauce. He's based out of South Dakota. I will for sure put his link inside of our description so you can get connected with him. And again, Son, thank you so much for the support. Go ahead and bring that music back up, player. Got to make sure I give him his special space because he's definitely supporting us on this journey. Other than that, fellas, that's all I got. Any last words, D?
No. Take care of you guys, and make sure you guys, show love and respect to all your family members, and take care of yourselves out there.
Roger that. Raymond, don't call him Ray Ray. What up, player? Last words.
Yes, so I need my fans and our guests and stuff
hold on a second. He said my fans.
Our fans, our listeners, to spam the movie company for Saw 11. Maybe the fans can get it back online or something like that. So
you're going to use our community to go get Saw 11 back on there?
If you're a fan like I am of the series, try to email the, online protest or something like that. So maybe they might rehash it. So that's all I got.
For sure.
Maybe they should make the movie just you.
Maybe.
Because you're probably that 1% that still love the Saw. Like nobody else is talking about Saw.
But he got his own fan group, so they'll maybe pull up. And big shout outs to your fans too, player.
Shout out to your fans.
Thank y'all so much for supporting us. We really do. And I'm only making jokes, but for real, we really do appreciate your support. And thank you, Raymond, for bringing your fans along with us.
Yeah.
So definitely. Well, last words for me is keep on that hustle. We on here on a weekly basis. Follow along. Let us know what we can do better. Use the comments below. Let us know you're watching the show, and let us interact with you. As always, thank y'all so much for pulling up. Holla at your boy. It's Bobby D.